It was in this room in August 1899 that P.L. Travers was born. She would go on to create one of the world's most loved characters, Mary Poppins, in books and movies. She was born here because her father was the bank manager, the bank's downstairs and the residence upstairs. This building was built in 1883 to a design by the famous architect F.D.G. Stanley, and it functioned as a bank with the banking chambers downstairs and the residence upstairs for many decades until being repurposed for other uses, till finally, a few years ago, the Fraser Coast Regional Council purchased it, and together with the state and federal governments, we have repurposed, reimagined, and enlivened this building as an experience. The Story Bank, where people of all ages from right around the world come to learn about our connection, our unique connection to P.L. Travers, Mary Poppins, and the art of storytelling. Through this experience, thanks to the wonderful contributions of the Proud Marys and so many other artists, council workers, and volunteers, we have a very special and unique experience that allows people to explore a famous historic building in the heart of historic CBD of Maryborough and get that connection to Maryborough, Mary Poppins, P.L. Travers, and storytelling.
My name's Marion Graham. I'm an architect. I've been practicing here in Maryborough for just short of 30 years. Our firm, Keystone Architects, was involved in this restoration project from an early stage. I think the fact that Council was able to buy it has really saved this building. Council undertook the initial repairs to make it weatherproof. It was re-roofed, the windows were all restored and replaced, and the outside was painted. And then we looked towards making the building ready to be a public building. So the Department of Environment and Science Heritage Branch became involved in wanting to know exact details of how the work was going to be undertaken. Another structural issue came about because of the amount of water that had been getting into the building over the years. The room directly above where we are, the complete floor structure had become damp and rotten and failed. So that floor is completely new. A more major structural problem was that the back veranda was basically subsiding, and we did initially propose to demolish it, and that idea was completely squashed by Heritage Branch. They wanted us to repair the veranda structure, keeping as much of the original material as we could. There were building code issues to overcome because this building had been used as a house for a long time and it had to be reclassified as a public space. One interesting development was that the staircase, which needed to be completely preserved, was not suitable for use. This turned into an opportunity as the space has been made into a permanent display. But we did need to be able to move people from the ground floor up to the top floor. So a completely new external staircase has been built and a lift has been provided. For the building to function as a modern museum, we had to be able to provide enough lighting and power. I mean, as a solid brick building, this was challenging. As you walk around, you might see that some of the flooring has been cut to make hatchways. This building has been very lucky to find a new use. The fact that the council has bought it and turned it into a lovely public museum is commendable. So without use, the building would have most likely have had to be demolished.